everybody in this room to treat at the very highest level, doing things that mean that you never thought, but you don't need to do it. You want the technology to do it. Does that make sense? So, you put this is your 1925, you put this up and I think we were having pretty darn good results, but man, that's why I don't have much on top here. 1925, but look, this is how much play was in it. That's why, and I'm not trying to throw it under the bus because I felt it really helped me in my career. But when I saw this, I said, Whitey boy, you've got to think about this. Until now, no bracket archware, first, second, third order without bending arch wires. Okay? Now start bending. All right, the next video validates what revolution bracket technology. Now, you've probably seen this before, but I just want you to, come on. This is Steve's work. This is Stevie boy. This is how much play. In all brackets. All brackets. They'll say that they're not, but I'm just saying, okay? Look at this. This is go back to another. Very hard to have these the same radius. They're not. They're doing the best they can. Okay. PDL ranges in width from 0.15 to 0.138, or 0.38, excuse me. These are from a brilliant clinician, took photos of what was bent and wired. A brilliant clinician. You see that? When you put those in, those exceeded by far what you had to play with. So what did you do? You had to really push. Okay? But come on now. I hope I did that right. Is that the same one?
Yeah,
Steve?
just got to go forward a couple.
Oh, excuse me. I'm going the wrong way. I'm sorry.
There we go.
There. Not trying to throw anything under the bus because I did a lot of this, but I did the best I knew how to do. And generic twin, PSL, Q2. Look. All right. Pad area until Ultima. This has generated very challenging treatment issues for all bracket systems. Look how far it jumps around. It's off front to back. Now this is good all people trying to do the very best, and I've put a big part of my life in this. All of us have. And it was a big step forward. We could do things. But we had another thing we had to work on. We had to drop our treatment forces big time. Look, why such concern over torque control? Look at where we are. Most guys agree. If I have to put more than one torque bend in the finishing wire, I honestly have no idea what the net torque expression or the magnitude of torquing forces on the teeth will be. See the torque is in the base right here. look, how do you insert that in the slot? I turned this one around so you could see what's going on. A lot going on here, isn't there? Up and down. This is a total different level than the other. And I looked at this and studied it. I realized I needed to crawl inside the bracket slot. I did. I needed to crawl. I was a little tough with this big head, no brain. I had to climb in there. Okay? Realized I needed to crawl inside the bracket and design from the inside out, not from the outside in. So, here we are. Damon Ultima down here. Giant step ahead of all the bracket technology. I'm very proud, and I shouldn't say that, but I'm very, very proud because it took a lot of effort to get where we are, and a lot of people helped. So the new revolutionary Damon Ultima system, a full expression appliance that delivers precise four-dimensional control with minimal or no bending of arch wire once in a while. So my goal, we just go through these quick, very easy to use. Express biologic forces for treatment, does most of the work for clinicians. Would you like that? Wouldn't you like that? Where you can treat at the highest level and not have to just grinding away. Did you put the brackets where they're supposed to go and then go play golf? No, not really. But you know what I'm saying. To enjoy what you're doing. Okay? Minimum or no bending of arch wires, hardly ever. And the better you get, the less you bend. Better you get, the less you bend. Okay, treatment times. Less discomfort for the patients. Great natural arch form and ideal functional occlusion that also had airway and patient health for the long term. You've never heard that before, have you? Okay. Less discomfort creates natural arch form. All this stuff. All right. Observation. Our wonderful patient currently challenging to dramatically improve far better using aging technologies, twins, aligners, direct, and so forth. You know, I've been around and taught. Healthcare is going through an interesting time in a lot of different areas. And I think, well, I would encourage us all to work together and make our specialty the best it can be, and to use technology at the top notch that does most of the work. That we design it and get that so that you can sit there and, hi Johnny, how are you? And you talk about what is going on in school. And most of it's happening. That's what I love, even though I love to get in and bend things, but it's better to have something, and that's what was obvious. Very important to understand this and do part to help our profession. You get run over like is happening in a lot of specialties now. I've been around hospitals a lot. Clinicians have to achieve far better results in far less time than treatment options going direct to the consumer. Okay, enough said. What I realized, and this is really fun. I started working on the revolutionary new archware. I finally decided, my dear wife, she says, are you really going to do that? She said, that's going to be thousands of hours. And I said, well, I'll try to do as much as I can when you're asleep. And I did. And I said, but here's one of the things I'm proud of. This little rascal right here. All right. I started working on a really new archwire shape with part round and part rectangle. Now you stop and think about that. It's pretty simple. But look at all the point contacts. Not flat surfaces, point contacts. It's big. It is huge. Never had anything even close. And I don't think sometimes people using it totally understand what's going on here because it is really significant. 180275, new archware shaped with point contacts. Center point, and that's why my big head in there looking around and seeing what we had to do, okay? Here's why the curvature. See this? It can turn around in there, and it's got control of it. The in, out, and the rotation, it's in great stead. This is with a 140275 is the best it's going to be. So you get, with a 1425, you're down the track so far from where you used to be. You look at it and say, well, what have I got to do? Well, it's way more than that, but I just, so anyway, 1926, 2021. Heart and soul of the new assembly. We landed on the moon. It's huge. A very significant advancement for our profession. Okay? Look at this, we'll get to it in just a minute. Look at how they're all in line. See the top, remember that we had the body of the bracket going up and down? No, not here. It all rotates around that center point. That's what I figured out. My head was right there, and we had to go out from there. Okay? So, this is try to remember this. Big design challenge. How to achieve first, second, third, and now fourth order. What in the world's fourth order? Proper arch form and functional occlusion. Don't you think it's pretty important? I put that along with these. It's critically important. Okay? Damon Ultima, current PSL bracket. Now, after spending thousands of hours on this, do you think I'm trying to put it down? No, I'm just trying to take it so that you guys will live until you're 120. You know, so you enjoy what you're doing at the office and take your treatment to a whole nother level. Okay. Over here, proper down. Now, Damon Ultima does all these things in current PSL bracket. Not done. You got to bend it. You got to bend it. You're better than you used to be. Now start bending arch wires. Does everybody do that? Some are better. But when you saw what happened up in Canada, and do you think that you want all your patients to have pounds of force on their teeth when you have the option of being able to put a technology in the mouth that does almost all the work? Once you get so that you can put the brackets on, you know, it doesn't take very long. You can throw them behind your back and get them all in the line and you're on your way, and your life becomes so much simpler, so much more enjoyable. Look, Damon Ultima gets this done, and I'm going to show you how. How and why have been designed to achieve super finishing torque. Use only neutral torque brackets in the posterior. Remember when we made that comment earlier? It's still there because we're getting that up by tipping it up. Okay? Posterior bracket working together to achieve superb natural arch form and ideal functional occlusion while achieving proper airway, tongue, and muscle function that help create patient health for the long term. That's the whole thing in a nutshell. Now, parallelogram. Parallelogram, baby. That was my wife in 217. I came out of a deep sleep and I yelled at the top of my voice. I didn't know I was doing parallelogram, and she jumps up. She says, "What in the world is happening?" I said, "I've got it. I've got it. It's there." In my big head, no brain, something that came into it. This is it. Okay? Now, why? Still keep the 7 degrees or whatever you want it to wind up is in like it's always been. But now we've got a wire that's got a center point, and it sits in the center of the slot, and you just put that, and it gets this to neutral. So when this is at neutral, this is your torque. It's exactly what you want. And once this happens, if you start pulling the elastics and they start moving around and you torque, as soon as you get a little bit out of whack, it kicks back in because it's right there ready to go. How nice. It's bailing you when you get out of control. Isn't that great? Okay. But here it is, parallelogram. I love it, and even knit this little thing right here so you can get it in easy. Okay? See how that fits in there? Point contacts everywhere.